Hello, everyone, and welcome into Insider Gaming Weekly, a video game podcast. Mike Straw here, senior editor at Insider Gaming, joined with me for a two-man show, our senior producer, A to the P, Albert Perkins. AP, how you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing great, man. But the question of the hour is why are you not in Germany for Gamescom? I feel like it should be just like me holding it down if we were going to do a show, right? Like, or maybe just remotely with everybody in Germany. What's going on? Why are you home?
American Airlines hates me.
Oh, no.
No, I was supposed to be out there with the team. That's where Tom and Grant are. If you miss Tom's face that you get to see every week. You know what sucks is this was the week we were going to do the big face reveal. But now you just have to wait till we hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then maybe we'll get the big face reveal. But no,
Yeah.
I'd gone there Monday, and I was set to go. I got to the airport, got through TSA, get a notification, flight's been delayed by like 30 minutes. Whatever. It'll give me like 45 minutes to get to my London flight. Got to rush between terminals from Terminal F to Terminal A at Philly Airport, which is a hike, even with them
like
giving me a ride. It's a long way away. All right, got to rush there. Then it got delayed again to where my flight was going to land at 9:55 in Philly with my flight to London scheduled to leave at 10:15. Then it got delayed again to landing at 10:10. There was just no way to make it, and they could not guarantee me on the flight the next day. They can get me to Philadelphia, but the flight from they had a flight out of Philly to London.
They couldn't get you on that standby flight.
No, the flight out of Philly to London the next day was packed, so they could not. That's the thing. They could put me on standby, but they couldn't guarantee I was going to be on that flight.
I see.
So there was the possibility of me being stuck in Philly, a city I don't want to be stuck in for 2 days.
Right.
So then I wouldn't have been able to get, basically, the earliest I could have got there was Wednesday. I even looked, we talked, American Airlines, the people who I talked to on the phone, they tried. We tried to get me to Berlin, 4-hour train ride. We tried to get me to Frankfurt, an hour train ride. We tried to get me to Amsterdam, and then I'd take a 2-hour train ride in the Netherlands. Nothing. There's just nothing. Everything was full. So it got to the point of like, all right, the earliest I can get there is when, at that point, instead of Tuesday morning like I was supposed to, is Wednesday mid-afternoon. Then it got to the point where it'd be Wednesday night if they could get me on something. And then it got to the point Thursday morning today. It just, I'd much rather have been near the teams and things like that. But you know who is there? Andy Heighton,
Yeah.
Evergreen's editor at Insider Gaming, who has done great work.
Awesome, Andy.
With his work, his first ever convention, I believe, and he's killing it. He has an exclusive hands-on preview of Hollow Knight Silksong, the game that no one else seems to get. You know, Silk Shot, what Grant, whatever Grant called it last week. I'm so
that was great.
September 4th for that.
Oh man, good stuff. Yeah,
so, yeah,
Andy,
I'm here.
Do your thing, man.
And we're gonna make this go. Long story short, hello everyone tuning in. AP, we're gonna start it. I know I got some plugs. I got things I got to do. So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you are following all of us on the social medias. If you want to guarantee your question gets read on the air, leave us a super chat on YouTube. If you're watching us on Twitter, you can hop on over to the red site to join the chat there as well. But we're going to start this show before we get into the main topic, which people are saying, you know, it's a clickbait thumbnail. But, I mean, it's a question that we have to ask based on what's happened in the past 36 hours. But before that, AP, what are you playing? Have you gotten good at college football?
I have, but the thing is, Mike, I'm playing these opponents that aren't good. I absolutely decimated Virginia yesterday. I'm still playing as Alabama. I beat them. I think the score was like 73-6. So it's like, okay, well, that's nothing really to brag about, right? I mean, it's Virginia. Like that's not Virginia Tech, you know, it's Virginia, the Cavaliers. They're not good. And so, you know, other teams that I've beaten as well, they haven't been very good either. And so I'm towards the end of my schedule now. And it's like, okay, I'm bowl eligible, if I can speak. I'm 6-5. And so that's good. You know, but at the end of the day, it's not where I want to be. I want to be in that freaking playoff, man. And that's just not going to happen this year. Maybe I just need to keep playing and adjust. But man, outside of college football, I've been playing a lot of sports games recently too. But I've been playing a lot of NHL as well. Last year's edition. Been doing the Be a Pro mold. Oh my God, why can't I speak today? I'm just like totally flabbergasted of the events that have been happening in my personal life today.
You're still so shocked about seeing me here. That's what it is.
That's got to be what it is, Mike. 100%, man. But I wanted to ask you, as far as the Be a Pro mode and everything, how, like, what do you know, like, what changes have been added to it? Because it seems like, I don't know, man. It seems like the last two iterations of that mode have been exactly the same. There's like nothing different.
Two. From 2020, NHL 20 to NHL 25, it was the same exact mode. The same opening cutscene. Hey, what's he doing? Oh, he's just playing some pond hockey up here. Blah. That's how every single thing started for 5 years. They changed it this year. The deep dive, full coverage of that Insider Gaming, and maybe about an hour and a half ago, I posted a story on new details of what, unfortunately, isn't in Be a Pro this year. So this year, you start out, you will be in the World Juniors. From the World Juniors, you can go either the Euro Leagues or the CHL until you get drafted, and then you go. Sorry, Fuzzy Muffin made a comment, and it made me laugh. But so you go there. They added some new consequence things, some voiceovers with players, a media scrum to make you look better or worse in the eyes of the media, your team, all that stuff. They did a big overhaul. It just still, until I get my hands on it, I don't know. But this year has changes compared to the 5. Yeah. But it's one of those types of things where until I get my hands on it, I don't know. But if you're worried, like the last few iterations from 2020 to 25, it was the exact same mode. 2020 was the last overall.
Man. God. And
last year, they put a lot more effort into franchise mode. This year, not so much. Okay. Because they focused on Be a Pro. So we'll probably have a review of NHL 25 too. Speaking of reviews, NHL or Madden 26, you can go read that review online. Hands-on previews again of everything Gamescom. We're going to touch on all those previews too. But the sports games thing, rematch. Yeah, they just put out a big patch that finally update number 2. Big.
Oh, did they? I haven't played this week. Okay.
On Tuesday or yesterday, it finally released. Still some netcode issues, still some things I'm concerned about. But the big thing is cross-platform play is expected within the next few weeks. They were targeting the end of August.
Nice.
My guess is we'll see it mid-September at the latest. But
Okay.
we should see cross-platform play because it's dropped a bit, the player base. So the hope is there, and then with the netcode, and we'll see how it is. It's going to go to their beta platform first, probably. We'll maybe. And then we'll go from there. But I'm excited to see where that goes. But I've been playing Rematch. I've been playing Slay the Spire again. Really, really anxiously awaiting details on Slay the Spire 2. We haven't gotten much. They give us like monthly updates, but nothing of where the game is and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of all I've been playing. It's been a weird. I wasn't planning on playing any games I've been playing. I was planning on playing a bunch of
games that aren't even out yet. You're right.
That's what I was planned on. I'm still so bitter. Like I had a crash out Monday night. I was furious.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, when you messaged me, man, I was like, what? I was like, what? I thought something happened. I thought you had like maybe some kind of family emergency, maybe something happened on the home front, you know. Oh my.
Nope. And then seeing what they're doing and knowing what they're doing, you know.
Yeah.
Andy swooping into Tom and getting in Tom's good graces, taking him out the spot.
I was gonna say, who got all of your appointments? I forgot to ask you that. Yeah.
Andy stepped up and took a few of them. There are a couple that he just couldn't work out, but I reached out to everybody I was supposed to have appointments with, and we, luckily enough, are rescheduling a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
I did get really sad. I had, yeah, pretty much,
100%, right?
I did get really sad because people who know me know how much I love the Heroes of Might and Magic franchise. And Ubisoft, Unfrozen, is developing it. Heroes of Might and Magic Golden Era, Heroes 8. I got an email today because I wanted to set up an interview for the Developer Spotlight. And they said, hey, if you have time, we're here. And I'm like, I would love to, but I'm not. So we're gonna schedule something for after. I'll leave the Gamescom stuff for later because there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about.
Unpack.
But before we get into that and we get into the topics, a reminder: Insider Gaming Weekend comes at you live every Thursday. Well, almost every Thursday. Sometimes we have to take off or pre-record or whatever. At 4 p.m. Eastern, it's usually myself, AP, Grant Taylor Hill, my co-senior editor, and the head honcho himself, Tom Henderson. But this week, it's just the two of us. We also have a weekly.
The two of us.
I should have. If we wouldn't get demonetized on YouTube, that's how I was going to start the show.
That would have been perfect.
Or covered that song.
Yeah, man.
But we also have a weekly newsletter that goes out every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. The Insider Gaming newsletter gives you an exclusive column every week. The top stories from the week that was in gaming, a recap of our videos, our latest guides, upcoming game releases that you need to know about, fun video game facts and trivia, and I'm working on adding a couple new sections that you won't get anywhere else. Maybe some teases of what's to come from Insider Gaming will be reported exclusively there. Nearly 70,000 people are subscribed to this newsletter that's only been going on for a year. Go subscribe, insider-gaming.com/subscribe. Now, the topic that people say is clickbait because of the thumb. You know, it's a question. It's not like it's a hypothetical question to get you interested and get you in and join the conversation.
Dude, this question
real quick. Yeah. Technically, isn't everything clickbait? The goal is to get people to view your words, your videos, your picture. You want them to click. It's all clickbait. Technically, this chair that I'm not sitting in is going to take me out. It's rolled into my legs twice now. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. The topic is Call of Duty cooked. Cooked. Burnt to a crisp, whatever. And the reason this became in my head is they opened opening night live on Tuesday with the worldwide reveal of Black Ops 7. showed the premiere gameplay / story trailer, whatever they want to call it. They call it a gameplay trailer. That wasn't actual gameplay. It was just in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they have these giant swords flinging around, giant bodies, because it goes into your psyche. And if you go to the trailer, you know what? Let's see what it is right now. If you go to that trailer, it was bad, man. It was bad.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
It had 300. It's got 30 million views. It had nearly 200,000 or 230,000 dislikes. Only 42,000 likes.
Oh,
and there were comments that are getting more likes.
Yes.
Here,
in the actual trailer.
The comments, all Battlefield related. One user, this actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6. Has 122,000 likes. Another comment from a COD player. Thank you for making it easy to choose Battlefield 6. 47,000. Black Ops is starting to feel like the Fast and Furious of video games. Best advertisement for Battlefield 6. I showed this trailer to my grandma. She pre-ordered Battlefield 6.
That one's pretty good. I like that one.
People say Call of Duty is getting too much hate. I personally think they aren't getting enough. And then you have comments like, I can't wait for the Teletubbies crossover in season 1. My God.
Yeah. Don't give him any ideas, guys. Please. Please don't give him ideas. I don't want to be shooting up Teletubbies. Well, actually, it'd be kind of fun, but.
Fuzzy Muffin. It is bad.
Yes.
It was 235,000 downvotes when I published a story on it this afternoon. Because of how I'm the YouTube account I'm in, it's not letting me. Let's see if I can quickly double check. Let's see where it's at.
Switch
now.
over real quick. Yeah.
We're gonna see where it's at now because I'm in StreamYard. It's not going to change anything. It is at 257,500 downvotes, 43,831 upvotes in 2 days.
God.
It is something else.
It's only going to get worse too, man. It's only going to get worse.
So the question is, based on the reaction, how much trouble? I guess saying it's finished. It's not finished. It's going to sell. It's going to continue to be one of the best-selling games of the year. People are going to spend the money. People are going to buy the stupid skins. That's just what it is. But how much trouble is Call of Duty actually in?
I think it's still in a decent amount of trouble just based on these comments alone and the amount of people that are liking those said comments. It's basically saying, yeah, I agree with you, or yeah, I said the same thing. There's no doubt that it's like, it would be crazy to think that they're not in any kind of trouble here. When I saw that trailer, Mike, it was almost like the franchise was like regressing, so to speak. It was almost like I was watching the trailer from what was the Call of Duty a few years ago that was all futuristic?
Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare?
Was it? Yeah, Infinite. Was it Infinite Warfare?
I believe
maybe that was the one. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Alley Cat even brought that up.
Yeah, it's like, are they just like not listening to the fans here and just like going to do whatever the hell they want? Well, it's one thing if you want to do that, but dude, fans aren't going to be interested in this. They want to play just classic war type of shooter. If they want to play a futuristic shooter, they're going to go play Star Wars Battlefront. You know what I mean? Like, what's the use of this? It doesn't really, it doesn't add up. Doesn't make sense to me. And then I also thought man, this is almost like a similar situation that Battlefield 2042 was in too, right? I mean, Battlefield 2042 had that whole futuristic look and feel to it and everything, storyline, whatnot. And then, what happened with it? It sold terribly, went to the gutter, and then, it came back from the ashes. Maybe that's what's going to happen with Call of Duty here. Cause I don't know. People are going to buy it, of course, like you said, but I think Battlefield 6, you'd be crazy to think that Battlefield 6 is not a threat to Call of Duty Black Ops 7 this year. You would be absolutely out of your mind if you didn't think that.
Yeah, I still think ultimately Call of Duty, and I'm not counting Game Pass, Call of Duty will outsell Battlefield. I do still believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know by how much.
Yeah.
And it's a franchise. Granted, someone, I think it was Alley Cat as well. He said it. I can't judge until the beta. Battlefields was fun for sure, but I'm still nervous with how 5 and 2042 launched. And that I can agree with. I can 100% agree with that mindset from Alley Cat. The beta, October 2nd, if you pre-order the game or if you have Game Pass, October 5th for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Multiplayer gameplay leaked. Someone posted it. I don't know if it leaked or whatever. It was published online. Multiplayer gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
It still looked like Call of Duty. Like there was nothing. And I know what, like, it's like, well, how do you want it to look? I don't know. That's my problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I hate that I don't know. I wish I could just be like, I want it to look like this. I want it to look like this. I want it to look like this, blah, 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 blah. But it just looked exactly like the same Call of Duty we've had. No matter what they say, I just don't, I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. Like, and then you got these kill streaks. I know they're introducing a new kill streak where you can see through walls. You can beam right through walls. And if you're being targeted, you'll know you're being targeted by that kill streak. But again, I don't think that's what people were asking for.
No.
And I know, like,
that's cool and all, but yeah,
it's not what people wanted. Just like people wanted loopable score streaks again. Okay, that's back as a perk. People were tired of these skins, and they say they're like, there's talks out there that they're like, okay, we'll maybe cut down on the over the top skins, but if things from Black Ops 6 carry over, they're still going to be in the game. So how long until it's all, every multiplayer lobby is just penetrated with these $20 garbage skins that make it hard to play? Like they say they don't give an unfair advantage, but sometimes they're just so nauseating to look at. They mess with you. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're old. Yeah. Maybe I'm just old.
It's like a placebo effect, right? Like you see something running, or I got to shoot that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But I think I might just, you know what? Now I think about it. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe Call of Duty is the young kids game, and Battlefield is for the old heads like me. I turned 35 now. I'm halfway to 70. Like, I'm just, maybe it's that.
Could be, or it could be that we're just getting sick of it, man. You know,
Fuzzy Muffin brought up Dead Ops. Yeah, the top-down mode, Dead Ops 4. It is what it is. You don't. There's another thing we'll get to. You don't need. You don't need that when there's so many other things that need to be done to the game. Like the campaign mode, they're saying it's a co-op. You can play it co-op or solo. I want to see how the difficulty scales. Whether you're playing with 1, 2, 3, or 4 people.
Yeah.
I want to see how the difficulty scales. And then they confirmed Tom's exclusive on the final mode being the extraction. And again, is that necessary? I still of the belief that campaigns in these first-person shooters aren't necessary. Mm-hmm. But that's just me.
Yeah, I would love to know what the statistic is of players that play, the single player campaign mode as opposed to just buying it for the multiplayer. I would love to know what that stat is, because
there's no way people are spending $70 just for like a 6 to 7 hour campaign.
Yeah. No.
There's no way. On the Battlefield front, what is it? 6, 7 hour? Maybe Call of Duty is going to be the same. Yeah. I don't know the exact times off the top of my head. You'd think I'd have them in my notes in front of me. I don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it typically is around that range. So you're right. People don't, they're buying it to play multiplayer. They're buying it to play with their friends for hours upon end. What was that comment? I missed it.
I wanted to put, when Donatello runs up on me and shoots me with unicorn ass sparkles, it definitely gets in my head. You're right. Exactly though. Like exactly.
Yep.
I don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it now. I don't know if I don't want to get it. I don't know if I do want to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I don't know. We'll see. Again, it would be crazy to think that Battlefield is not going to be giving them the competition. I thought we saw something, was it a couple weeks ago, where like, wasn't it like the CEO or whoever of Activision mentioned that like they
They're not
weren't,
worried.
yeah,
Tom had the
yeah.
exclusive where executives there weren't worried. I still don't think they're worried. They're not going to be
Mhm.
worried until the money isn't there. There
Mm,
might have been some sort of worry, which across Xbox as a whole, when they decided, hey, we're not going to pump out $80 first party games this year yet. They might
right.
do it next year, but they're not doing it for at least the holiday releases. That included the Outer Worlds 2, and that included Black Ops 7. I don't think they're worried.
Mhm.
Until the money isn't there, there's no reason to worry. So
Yeah.
it kind of answers the question. I threw it in there, and people can say whatever they want. Is Call of Duty cooked? Someone called it coal. Call of Duty isn't cooked, it's coal. Paleontologist came back to check for fossils. That made me laugh hard. It until I see those first month sales, 6 months after launch, Phil says, that'll be the thing. Where when Call of Duty launches in November, Battlefield launches in October, March or end of fiscal year, March 31st, 2025, the end of the fiscal year.
Mhm.
That's when you can kind of give an answer of where things are going from there. Because by then, hopefully, Battlefield also has its free-to-play Battle Royale out.
Right.
They've had the updates. We know there's going to be bugs at launch. Every major game has them. It's not an excuse. It's just where we are. There were bugs in the demo, in the beta. There were issues in the beta. So much so, real quick, the developers of Battlefield 6, they're nerfing various movement in the game before launch because they saw players abusing the slide and jump mechanics. So they're making changes to movement. But again, that's what the betas are for. So I'm interested. What bothered me is last year with the Black Ops 6 beta, I had a blast. Shotguns felt like they were back, which is something I love to do. And then the game came out and they made so many changes between the beta and the actual launch that it just felt like it was pointless. So as of now, if I'm picking between the two, I'm personally going on the Battlefield front, Battlefield side of things when it comes to the game. Especially, you got to make a decision. I don't have Game Pass. I don't play enough to justify the $15 or whatever for Game Pass PC.
Right.
Will I down the line? Maybe. But right now, with everything going on at Insider Gaming and what we're working on, I just don't have the time. Maybe once things are out there and launched and we're good to go and things more stable, then I can do it. But right now, it's like if I'm going to spend $70 on a game, probably going to be playing Battlefield if between the two.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I'm going to try out the beta. We'll see. I pre-ordered it just to try out the beta early, try to get some extensive time on it and whatnot. But I don't know. We'll see. I do like Call of Duty's kill streak perks. I always have. That's one thing that I have always liked. But like, man, I don't know. When it comes down to like the theming, man, I just want like a classic wartime shooter, But I don't know. We'll see how this translates here.
Before we move on, a reminder to leave a like, subscribe to Insider Gaming here on YouTube. Go follow us on all the social media you see on your screen. If you are listening to us after the fact on your favorite streaming platforms, leave a 5-star review. If you don't think it's a 5-star, leave a comment. Tell us how we can do better. Or you can even reach out to us at podcast@insider-gaming.com with your feedback. And if you'd like to help with more detailed timestamps on Spotify and YouTube. We want to do more timestamps, more nitty-gritty ones. I put them up based on the topics because of just editing and post-production, stuff like that. But if you want to help us with that, we are always looking for more assistance.
My camera could use some assistance.
I just think maybe it thinks you're ugly.
Man.
Maybe it's because you're ugly. Once there was an ugly barnacle. I introduced my children to SpongeBob. And they were older episodes that I grew up watching. Granted, SpongeBob debuted when I was 9. I watched it until I was like 17. I didn't care. Through high school, I watched it.
I love it.
It was stupid. Turn off my brain from the stress of from the teenage angst.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Yep.
Totally
Totally understandable.
But I introduced the episodes, and like one of the episodes that came out was when they get, forced to be on Flying Dutchman's crew, and it's like, let out your screech, and you got, ow, and then Patrick, ladle, and I'm dying. I'm quoting this episode verbatim. My wife is next to me on the couch looking at me and be like, you're a 35-year-old man who can't remember what you had for breakfast, but you remember these things from 15 years ago. I'm like,
that's
25
incredible.
years. This episode's 25 years old there. And she's like, even worse.
Oh my God, man.
I just kept going. And then the Krusty Krab pizza episode came on, and I'm like, it's not a boulder, it's a rock.
Well, I mean, the Krusty Krab pizza episode, I mean, that's one that everybody knows, right? I mean, that's a freaking classic one right there.
This is what happens when Tom and Grant aren't here. I don't have my boss with Tom here. I don't have my boss like, move it on. I'm just like, no, can't force me. AP and I, we're on the East Coast of the U.S. It's 4:30 for us.
Yeah.
Like when we're doing the show with them, it's 9:30, 10 o'clock. So it's one of those like they got to get to bed because the day comes. They got young children. We don't have to get to bed at 5 o'clock.
Nope.
The benefits. Anyway, so there's that little tangent. Tangent number 2 of the day. Gamescom 2025, obviously full swing. I'm not there. Despite their best efforts to try and get me there. Tom really pushed for me to there. He's like, even if you come by Thursday, like just come so we can see you. And it's like, logistically, it made more sense for me to be with the team and get coverage up for the website. Great, real quick, big shout out to Michael. We got another Michael at IG.
Yeah,
Michael, Sam, and Josh for helping pick up everything with and working with me on opening night live coverage, future game show coverage, everything this week.
Dude, you guys have been killing it. Yeah. I've been following it in the chat.
Most of the team, Grant, Andy, Sanjay, Tom, like they're, as far as the writing team, then we have our great editors and designers and Olga and Vicky, web developers and Pano, Giannis, like everybody. Like they're there doing great work, living it up, enjoying themselves. We're here holding down the fort, and those three have killed it and helped me so much that I can't thank them enough. And I'll make sure Tom knows I'm very pleased with everything. So thank you to all three of them.
Definitely.
But we did have a lot coming out of Opening Night Live, Future Games Show. Some games. Biggest news is Silk Song launches in 2 weeks.
That's a big surprise.
8 years. 8 years since Hollow Knight. 6 years since the announcement. And now we get it. And my productivity is going to drop.
What did Grant call it? What was it?
Silk shit. Silk shit.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah. I am so happy. Like, I kind of want to spend the next 2 weeks replaying Hollow Knight again. But at the same time, like, I don't have the time to replay that game. I'm just going to dive right back into Silk Song. It's a perfect Steam Deck game, and I'm going to have a blast. I have money in my Steam wallet that I've been saving to find a game I want to play.
Nice.
I want to support, because I'm also the type of, the porn name. I'm also the type of person, if there's games that I like, granted, do we get review copies here? Yes, every media outlet does. But if there's a game I really do like, I will still support the developers. Team Cherry, Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games. I got crapped on social media because I called it one of the best games of the last 20 years. Someone said, really? Some run-of-the-mill Metroidvania? It ain't no run-of-the-mill Metroidvania. And then I said he was right. It wasn't one of the best games of the last 20 years. Hollow Knight is one of the best games of the last 40 years.
Okay, so for me, that would be like all-time territory. I mean, you talking
it's
about those
older
kind
than
of
me.
numbers. Yeah,
But I played games. Obviously, I played games from the 70s, 80s. I grew up loving this. So I played. My uncle had an Atari 2600. Like I was playing that.
Oh man,
A
classic.
Sega Master System, like the old, like big,
Yeah,
long rectangle box. Yeah.
Yup.
And it's just, man, that game was so good. Like Hollow Knight was so good. I am so excited to play as Hornet and seeing what Andy wrote again at insider-gaming.com. A great hands-on preview where talked about it. It's hard. It is harder. Granted, it's harder. It might be harder for him. I don't know what his experience with the original. I'm not very good at games to begin with. I enjoy them. Hollow Knight wasn't too bad for me, but if Hollow Knight Silksong is harder, then it's harder. So that was my big thing. But there was a lot coming out. AP, what did you like, whether it was opening night live, future game show? What has stood out to you about the announcements we've seen?
So before I get into like what I thought of like announcements and what kind of stuck out to me, I got to say, as far as opening night live, I thought it's, kind of started off like kind of really strong, but then when you have shows like this that are like, 3 hours long, 4 hours long, it's kind of hard to keep that energy going, right? Especially if you have some games that are like, that are clearly, better than others that are being shown off. And so that kind of tends to slow down the pacing as far as whenever, you have strong games up front, kind of mid games in the middle, that sort of thing. And then by the end, we're kind of like jolted awake again with, obviously with that badass Resident Evil gameplay trailer that we got, which is definitely on my list there. And that's great, but I think pacing's always going to kind of be like an issue whenever it comes down to, these kind of events like this by and large. But for me, definitely Resident Evil. Oh my God, that looks awesome. I'm not even really into horror games, man, but I think this is one that I'm going to have to pick up for sure. Requiem looks amazing. I'm very excited for that. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Oh my gosh. I mean, if you want like an alternate game to, the Ghost franchise, there you go. You're all set, right? And I mean, I don't know who would want to have an alternate, but maybe in addition to the Ghost franchise, maybe I should put it that way. That looks amazing. What else? Ninja Gaiden. I mean, that could be another one, in addition to, right? Ninja Gaiden, although that's a little bit more fast paced, more difficult probably as well. Ninja Gaiden 4 looks great. Let me see. What else do I see? What, Lego Batman? That's going to be a game you can pick up and play anytime, right? I mean,
yeah,
come on, man. That looks fun. That's going to be fun.
You know what I'm really sad about? I was supposed to play Lego Voyagers when I was over there, and I don't get to play that. And me and Andy were supposed to play that one.
Oh,
I'm super into Lego games. Lego Batman was one where I'm excited about. We kind of had a feeling it was coming. The rumors were that it was going to be there. Lego Batman.
Yep.
People are kind of torn on the fact that you're only going to be able to play as 7 characters. I don't care. To be honest, I'm going to want to play as Batman as much as possible.
Yeah. Gadgets.
I don't care about playing Commissioner Gordon whatsoever. Light the bat signal and let me handle it. Like, get out of my way. Go tend to your daughter, the Oracle. Like, she needs her dad. So I'm excited about that. That's a game I know. It looks fantastic. It looks very high polished. TT Games. I expect to kill it again. Opening night live was kind of a dud for me in general. You said it started off strong. It started off super strong because the first thing you saw was 30 seconds of Hollow Knight Silksong. They got you. They got you hooked with that.
Yeah,
and then they went into that crap Call of Duty reveal. They went into that. The Fallout TV show, it just makes me think I need to, actually watch the first season.
Same. Yeah, I'm with you. I need to watch it.
Resident Evil looks
great things.
Terrifying. I am a pansy.
I am too, man. I'm gonna put it in anyway.
I don't know if I'll be playing it solely not because it's not going to be great, but because I am such a pansy. I remember when the remake, they were like my entire life. Code Veronica 4,
Resident. Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Code Veronica. Like that was my like peak Resident Evil playing days. I don't think I beat a single one of them. Because I got so like, I'm done nearly peeing my pants. And then the next would come out and I'd be like, oh, maybe this one I can handle. How about go back and find out if you can handle the rest of the
and
other
it's
ones?
even more terrifying.
No,
Yeah, the next one.
And then
Yeah.
it's worse. So it's just like, and then the next one comes out, like, instead of playing 2 or 3, let's see if I can handle 4 on my GameCube. No, I couldn't. Also, I was a kid, but I'm just as scared of things like I was a kid as I am now.
For me, man, it's the disturbing images that they pop up on the screen and give me the jump scare.
What was it? Someone put Mr. X in the remake. They made him Thomas the Tank Engine, and they made Thomas the Tank Engine terrifying. Like, how? How do you do that? You did.
Oh, man.
But the wargaming games, World of Tanks 2.0,
Yeah.
I will check out when that launches on September 3rd, I believe.
That was a surprise.
I'm excited about that. World of Tanks Heat, I'm like, do you need another World of Tanks game? Not really. Europa 5 from Paradox is a game I'm excited about. I've seen it in the comments. Halloween.
Yes.
We knew this game was coming. An Unreal Engine built game. John Carpenter is executive producing it. Now, I just talked about how I'm a pansy ass, right? Dead by Daylight is the type of scared I like. Because it's scared caused by playing with friends. Same with Phasma. But Phasma I only play during October. It's just, I don't know why I can't. I just refuse to play it. Dead by Daylight, though, when I was really into it, was the perfect game. The 4v1 and stuff like that. Friday the 13th game I thought was really good.
Yeah. It was.
Halloween. It's the 1v4. They're going to have, it's for multiplayer. It's going to have a single player element to it as well.
Is it the same developers that did Friday the 13th doing Halloween?
I don't know.
Okay.
You put me on the spot there, you bastard.
I got him. I stumped Mike. Let's go.
But
I think that's the first time ever.
I am. Yes, it is.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm interested. People are worried about, like, how will it come up to Dead by Daylight? I don't think it has to compete too much with Dead by Daylight. It's just got to be terrifying the way Michael Myers can be.
Yes.
Yeah, Ilphonic Gun Media, like, it's a the Halloween game is a cross collaborative, like, development effort. It's a huge undertaking. But yeah, as long as they capture what it feels like to be chased by Michael Myers,
the music,
and I think from the single player standpoint, with John Carpenter on board, if you don't know who John Carpenter is, he is the director of the first Halloween movie.
Yep.
With him on board, has me a lot more confident than if he wasn't.
A lot more comfortable. He's going to be overseeing that. Oh my God. Yeah, he's going to be able to capture the essence that is the Halloween franchise, man. Oh, I can't wait. I can just hear it now. Dun, 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 dun. I just hear it now. Oh, I'm like ready, man.
And then you got it wasn't there, but you got the Hellraiser game coming too. That looks yeah, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That game a lot of people loved. It wasn't my cup of tea. I just don't think I'm just not a Leatherface type of person. But Dead by Daylight was the one that really hooked me. And the thing is, it wasn't the licensed characters that really got me. The original hunters hooked me in that game. And I don't want to get too far deep in Dead by Daylight because there were other games. Wild Blue is a game that I'm setting up an interview for the Insider Gaming Developer Spotlight. If you don't know what Wild Blue is, it is a new game from one of the developers of Star Fox, and it is exactly a spiritual successor to Star Fox and what you would expect it to be. An on-rails shooter with spaceships, a group of 4 animal people. I couldn't think of a stupid word. Anthropomorphic.
There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it at first.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of it, but yeah, it is the word. You're right. Yeah.
Like, they even have some characters like, thanks. I thought they had me, like Slippy Toad was like, thanks. I thought I was done for. Like, it is so Star Fox.
Oh man.
And
I might have to look into that.
I am so excited about this game solely because
Fuzzy Muffin.
stop it. I am so excited about that game. Then there's obviously, like I was saying earlier, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 or Olden Era, which was Ubisoft's showcase today, or their dev panel. They're going to have a gameplay showcase as well this week. Project Spectrum did look really cool from Team Jade. We'll see what they can do with that. Like there's some things that I'm super excited about. There are a lot of really, really good indie games coming as well. That has me tickled because obviously I think our biggest proponent at this outlet of indie games. So there are there are a lot of great. I mean, there's also Hell Let Loose Vietnam. That was another one. Tom has a hands-on impression coming soon if it's not up already of his time with that. Den of Wolves looks cool. We got an update on Skate.
Yeah,
but Deer and Boy was a game. An adorable looking game, great sounding soundtrack in the trailer, but those are the types of like relaxing games I like to just sit and lose myself in. Monsters Are Coming Rockin' Road is another one that looks really interesting. It's like a defense game where your base is constantly moving. Recur is a game that kind of manipulates time. You move to the right, time goes forward. You move to the left, time goes back.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And
makes you think of like how you're gonna.
Yeah. So then it's like, all right, I went forward. I got to go back, take care of this, and then I can go forward again. Like those are the type. That's a game I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, that concept is kind of like reminds me. It's like seems reminiscent of like Super Hot. Yeah, a little bit.
That's exactly what I thought of with it. Just it's a side scroller instead of the first person shooter. Super Hot was one of my favorite games when it came out. What 2015 at this point? I think it was.
Yeah, 10 years. Man. Old. Now the game's getting old, not us.
Like there's so much. Discounty just launched today. That's a game I'm excited to dive into. Anno 117 Pax Romana, another game I'm excited. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord announced a DLC War Sales bringing naval combat. Super stoked about. Hold Fast Nations at War today announced their next major expansion, a free major expansion called Age of Sail, also bringing naval combat. Like there's just so much that I'm actually super excited for. That it's so weird. Like I can't just pick. Like I'm gonna sit down and pick. Like eventually do something on my games of the show. And that has me beyond. Not nervous because I know I'm gonna miss some things out. There are, and someone brought up the guys from Elysium. What was the name of the damn game? That's gonna bother me. My thing is, I didn't really care for Disco Elysium. You do what is it? Zero Paradise or Parades? I think it is Zero Parades. You also got a game from the creator of Monkey Island, Death by Scrolling. Looks good.
Yes. Yeah, that looked good.
And then, now people who have tuned into this show know my feeling towards Ben Studios and a certain stupid cat. They kicked off the pre-show of Opening Night Live. The first thing they show, Bubsy 4D. Why? Stupid Bubsy 3D and that stupid waste of my allowance money ruined everything.
They got to get you, man.
Then Bubs, even to the point, it got revealed. The first thing I saw was Grant messaging saying it's Bubsy 4D. Like they all know how I feel about Bubsy, and it just happened. It just happened.
Classic, man.
I
Classic.
just don't. Why did they do that to me? It's like if I was in the crowd there, I could have imagined just the eyes that I'd be getting from everybody. Were there any games that you were maybe hoping to see that we didn't?
Oh, that's a good question. Ooh, I didn't take any notes on that one. Let me think here. I mean, I keep talking about it. I bring it up every single time, and it goes without saying, where's Wolverine? Like, we're never going to get any updates on Wolverine, are we? It's like 2025, and we still haven't received literally anything from Insomniac on Wolverine. And I know, granted, that's going to be like a Sony exclusive, at least at the very beginning, but, it's like, what's going on, man? Like just like anything, any kind of update. Now, maybe we'll get some kind of showcase here in September. That would be nice, or whatever.
That's
but
the rumor that
I have heard rumors
Grub
about that.
Sony is
Yes.
prepping a state of play or whatever they want to call it. I still don't know the difference between their state of play and their showcase.
I feel like the showcase has more like pomp and circumstance, if you will.
But even they've done state of plays where I hear state of play and I'm like, all right, that's focused on one game. But then they've done state of plays where they've shown a bunch, and I'm just like, now I don't get it anymore.
Yeah, and I'm starting to wonder if they'll even do a showcase now because it's been a few years now. So maybe they've eliminated it and only people know that internally. Maybe we just get, the other thing now. So I don't know. Yeah.
Alley Cat brought up a game that's in my head because I was talking about what I've been playing. Slay the Spire 2, I'm still waiting. They do monthly updates, but it's not much. I really want more with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do think the Sony I wasn't expecting to see anything from.
Yeah.
They kind of want to do their own thing. When they announced they weren't going to be there again, it kind of like they're going to do their own thing. Same with Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
We did get one Nintendo announcement, and that was Indiana Jones.
Yeah, coming to Switch 2, right?
To Switch 2 sometime next year. And then rumors right after that Starfield will also be coming sometime in 2026 to Switch 2. One game that is confirmed coming to Switch 2 is Elden Ring, and based on the reports from on the ground at Gamescom, in handheld mode, it does not play well. It drops to 15 frames per second at times, and it does not play well. From Software didn't allow any off-screen footage, didn't allow any direct capture, nothing. And it seems like that's the reason why. So I'm really worried. Now I'm worried about what Borderlands is going to look like on there, or Chronos the New Dawn is going to look like on there.
Dude, come on, man.
But yeah,
I still don't have a Switch 2. Yeah.
I got mine. We have Donkey Kong, and my son plays all the old Switch 1 games. Or not Donkey Kong, Mario Kart. But he plays that almost every day. And like it's worth it because of the joy when I came home from LA with that impromptu purchase.
Yeah, I bet that
was it was worth it.
That's
plus, and then we do have. I haven't installed it yet, but we do have Madden 26 for it. I want to get my kid into football more. So I might just throw Madden 26 because EA sent the code for that and PS5 code. I just haven't installed the Metroid. The Madden. I saw Metroid release date. I don't know what's going on with that. I feel like we'll get something. The hilarity of it is we got the Kirby Air Riders Direct before opening night live. It was like a big middle finger to fans. Of people wanting Metroid. And the thing is, I'm not a Metroid fan. I lied. I love the Metroid side 2D franchise. I do not like the Metroid Prime series. Never have. I don't think anything can get me into it.
Wow. What don't you like? Is it the whole first person aspect or just okay? Yeah.
Pretty much that.
Yeah, that's
it takes a lot for me to like a first person game. Like I loved Overwatch when it first launched. Because they did enough to where no matter what, it didn't even give me motion sickness, which was fun. But Metroid didn't either. I just didn't care for it. We do have, speaking of first person games, I don't know if it's gonna be a first person or not. Maybe they did announce it and I just missed it and I'm forgetting. But I think we have stuff with 007 First Light coming from IO Interactive. Yes. We have a lot of stuff coming to Insider Gaming, guys. I don't know if you guys are prepared for what we have today alone. preview for Silksong, hands-on preview for Crisis X, hands-on preview for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark.
Man, it's good
We
stuff.
have
Some real good stuff.
So much. We have Grant has exclusive interview. Oh, we have World of Tanks Heat hands-on preview. Gamey hands-on preview. A light gun for modern day. Hands-on preview. All that's gone up today.
Man.
We have more hands-on previews coming for Phantom Blade. We have more previews coming for Crimson Desert. We have...
My God.
Grant has done... He did an interview with Randy Pitchford. He's got a story up there. Dying Light the Beast, Techland. They talked to the actors from GTA 5, Michael or Sean Fantano and Ned Luke, who played Franklin and Michael, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
The idea, like, there is so much in Insider Gaming. You need to bookmark that. Man, I really wish we had this announcement we can make of what's coming with Insider Gaming. We can't make it yet. I hate that we can't make it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Martin with the super chat. Thank you very much, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon.
Hey, guys.
Appreciate it.
Hey, guys. My most anticipated game from Gamescom is Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Any update when it comes out? No update on when it comes out. They did announce today all of the games, however.
Yes.
That will be a part of it. And if you don't know, it will include Mortal Kombat, Shocker. That's it. Mortal Kombat. Bye. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, so 3 Ultimate and Trilogy kind of bunched in. Mortal Kombat 4, Mythology Sub-Zero, Special Forces,
man.
2 really meh games, but cool that they're there. Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, one of my favorite ones.
Deadly Alliance was fun, yeah.
And Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition. The rumor has it that it will launch September 29th. That is the date that's been circulating. Brandon, September 29th, not confirmed yet, however. So it's, but the rumor, the leak came, I believe, directly from the Xbox store itself.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, unless they decide to change it, because of that, I'd say that week. And that's a Monday that it comes out. So the 29th is a Monday. So that's kind of where we're at there. But thank you, Brandon, for that. Tarkov 1.0 November 15th. After 20 years. Will I get back into Tarkov because of that? I don't know. But yeah.
I know Grant's got to be
Tarkov,
pumped.
yeah, they did announce it an hour ago. Tarkov 1.0 November 15th.
Wow.
So that is kind of breaking news.
So
We'll see. My biggest thing with Tarkov is that they did Arena. They put the PvE behind the highest edition of the game. So if you had spent $60 or $50 or whatever on the game, or whatever it was, it's been so long that you didn't get that version of mode. You had to buy the top version of the game, not even the $80 version, the top version of the game. Will I go back to Tarkov with 1.0 launch? Zero, likely not. Unless the group of friends who also played it go back, it's unlikely that I do.
Is there any talk of them ever bringing that to console? Because that's something
They might, but I don't think so. I think they're just going to move on.
Yeah, because I would love to play that, man.
I
don't
wouldn't.
have PCA, but yeah.
Don't play Delta Force.
Okay. Okay.
Just play Delta Force on console. So what you're saying is Insider Gaming has a scoop on Half-Life 3 and Portal 3. Yep, Half-Life 3 confirmed. What is coming, speaking of Valve, as we start to wind down the show, this kind of goes into our nice little bite-sized bits. The Valve Fremont, which is the long-rumored living room Steam box, Steam OS, their console. Do you remember Steam machines from back in the day, 10 years ago? 10, 12 years ago. Valve has been working on bringing them back in some form. Fremont appeared on Geekbench, a known benchmarking platform, running Windows 11, which that's fine if for testing purposes. It's going to be a Linux Steam OS based system, but what we can take away based on these are some specs that it will have an AMD custom CPU, 6-core, 12-thread processor with a base frequency of 3.2 gigahertz, a max frequency of 4.7 gigahertz. Like I said, 6 cores. It has cache, L1 cache of 32 kilobytes, L2 of 1 megabyte times 6. And the device tested also had 8 gigabytes of DDR5 memory. As far as the GPU goes, it has a AMD RX 7600 that will fit in a custom valve case that is likely to keep prices on the lower end. But nothing's been announced. But we do, once it appears on Geekbench, it seems that's usually a sign from the tech side of things. Now, obviously at Insider Gaming, I'm kind of the tech guy when it comes to hardware. That's usually the good sign of we're going to get something soon. That's not the only hardware they're working on. They're working on Ibex, which is their new Steam controller 2.0. They're working on Deckard, which is their new VR headset, and they're working on Roy, which is their code name for their new VR controllers. All four of those things are expected to be announced, around the same time or released around the same time. So we're moving. Basically, the specs on Geekbench shouldn't be taken as these are the official firm specs, but what it does signify is that this device exists. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I love the Steam Deck. I'd love to, because right now I have my laptop hooked up. And granted, my laptop is more powerful than this machine, but I would love this to just throw in my living room. And then my kids can just play this. My son has his computer next to me right here. And he's got Steam and some games. I'd love for him to just load up his games. And play and have a blast. So we got that. Couple other small stories to get to. We talked about Battlefield nerfing Nintendo. Mega Victory Bell was revealed for Pokemon Legends ZA, and that looks like Victory Bell is being strangled. We have a release date for Stalker 2 on PS5. It is coming on November 20th, so exactly a year from its original launch. It will be on PS5. Nice. Forza Horizon leaks hints to a Japan setting.
Tokyo Drift, baby.
I just have the song stuck in my head. Do.
Yep.
So we have that. A lot of news has happened, like so much so. Power Wash Simulator 2 is confirmed for a day one Xbox Game Pass launch. Metroid Prime 4 did get an ESRB rating, which usually means, hey, we're getting close to something. Phantom Blade Zero release date reveal will happen this year. And nice. BioShock's developer Cloud Chamber laid off 30% of their studio as they made wholesale changes to the development of the game. 80 people roughly lost their jobs. All of those stories can be found at insider-gaming.com. AP, is there anything you want to add as we start to wrap things up?
Man, I don't think so, Mike. You pretty much had it locked and loaded there with those bite-sized bits, man. I don't think there's anything else that I noticed outside of that. I think you covered it all, my friend.
And with that, make sure you follow me at Mike Straw Media. Follow AP at Weekly Wrap Up. You can follow Insider Gaming, link everywhere at the bottom. What you see, Insider Gaming IG on Twitter. I refuse to call it by the other name because it's dumb. Blue Sky, insider-gaming.com. Facebook, Insider Gaming News. We have the Discord thing there. We don't use it because we have our forum. But you can find us on TikTok, Insider Gaming. We're doing a lot more stuff there. Same with Instagram, Insider Gaming over there as well. AP, it's time. It's just you and me. But it's time to take it away.
Oh, man. What an awesome show. Really good time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For Senior Editor, I got it right this time. Senior Editor Mike Straw and the whole crew over in Cologne, Germany. I am, of course, your host with the most A to B, Albert Perkins, and we will see you on the inside.
flights.
American Airlines.